Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel Suburban Sil. So today I have for you a fun plant project, perfect for winter, something to keep you busy and growing indoors. We're going to build a self-watering tabletop herb garden. So I was inspired by this growing kit that I saw at the store, and I was looking at it and I was like, why would I buy this kit? I have all the stuff. So here I am at home. I've gathered my materials and I'm going to tell you what you need. First, you're going to need a vase, a water jar, maybe like a ball jar, any type of glass container, vase, any container will do really. You will need a metal mesh tea strainer. And if you remember back, I did a succulent arrangement in one of these tea strainers. They're pretty accessible. You can get them online. I got mine at the One Spot at Target, but you'll need a tea strainer. You'll need some rocks. The kit showed pretty white rocks, probably just for aesthetic reasons. I don't have white. I'm out of white, but I have this, fun little river stone type mix. Oops. You will need some growing peat moss type seed starters, which I have tons of these laying around. You can get these at the nursery. They're everywhere. So any growing kit will come with them, but I have a bunch left over from other projects, of course. Now this was the one thing I had to go find. So I had some rope. I did like a little wick test on it, and it just was not, I think it was like a poly blend, and I didn't like how it went. So I did go to Hobby Lobby and I got this cotton rope. It's like from like the designer fabric portion. And this is gonna be my wick, but it was like 50 cents a yard. So still pretty cheap. And then you're gonna need some seeds. So I'm gonna do the basil that I grew in my own garden. If you need some seeds, you can get seeds on my website for free. I just asked for $1 for shipping and handling. But obviously you can get basil seeds anywhere. So get some basil seeds or cilantro or parsley, whatever you feel like putting in your garden. First, a couple of steps. I've already got a couple holes in my metal mesh. That's where the wick is gonna go. And then if you get some of these that need to be soaked, you'll just need to soak it beforehand. I think I'll wait and just water this in my container because I had two and I soaked one, and it is not the kind that you soak, just FYI. All right, so let's get to building. First, you'll need to string your wick through your metal mesh strainer. Now, I haven't tested this out yet. I'm just rolling with it. So this is going to be a learning experience for me and you as we figure this out. Okay, let's see. This vase I actually use for paper whites, and it happens to work perfect for this project. All right, so we've got our wick through. I'm just gonna trim that up. Let me get some scissors. I don't know what's going to happen when I cut this. I don't know if it's going to go like fray everywhere or what, but we're going to find out. I'm going to cut it a little bit longer just in case I need to go back and... I might get some tape and tape that end. All right, hopefully that won't do anything. All right. So my wick down in there. All right, there we go. That works pretty good. Pretty good. All right, so next, I think we need the rocks. Actually, you know what? Scratch that. You know what? I need to put the little thingy, I need to put the peat in there. Otherwise, what's the point of the wick, right? So let's put the wick up. Let's pull the wick up. Because let's see, this is gonna sit on here, right? That's how it's gonna stay moist. So pull the wick up a little bit. There we go. That'll help. I'm gonna pour my rocks in. I think the rocks, you know, give a place for the roots to go, I'm guessing. That's my guess. So I got one of my little thing, I already got it all wet and it's a little crumbly. I don't know if I was supposed to soak that one, but I did. And I think it'll be just fine. Let's see, I'm gonna fill in with the rocks. You know what? Let's rewind. I'm not gonna use this one. It's too crumbly. I'm gonna go with this one. That way I have a little bit more control over it when I get it wet. Don't you think? Set that on there. I don't know. Like I said, we're all learning something today. Pull that up a little bit. Oh, yay. A mess. That's what I do best. Okay. What do we think of that? Part of me feels like I want it to sit down in the rocks a little bit, you know, like it's like snug in there. You know, I want it to like kind of be nestled in. Does that make sense? Why don't I dump some of the rock out and kind of lay it around now that I see what's happening. Okay. What do we think of that? There, it's kind of nestled in there a little bit. So I'm gonna pour some water on it. Let's see what happens. Just to get this pad moist for my seeds, right? But I think I'm gonna dump the water because like it's, look how dirty. And I want clean water. All right, so I've got my clean water. Stick my wicks in there. Okay, now time for the seeds, which obviously is super simple. Got my basil. I think I'm gonna put, like, let's just do 4. Okay, that's a few more than 4. Got my little seeds. Let's do them all. Okay. The seeds have been sown, and now it's just a waiting game. Let's see how they go, huh? I feel like just do a little, like just a little sprinkle. Just a little sprinkle. Okay, there you have it. Self-watering garden. So that's just step 1. So stay tuned for the next episode when we'll check in and see if our seeds have sprouted. Now, it's winter. I'm really curious to see if this even works. So let's see how it goes, and make sure you check your self-watering garden to make sure that the little pod is wet, because you'll want to make sure that that's constantly moist. It needs to go in a warm location with some nice bright sun, and then we should have some basil. So I'll see you in about a month and a half, and we'll see where we're at. So it's been one day since I built my herb garden, and we had a snowstorm. It's just way too cold on this window. I don't think anything's gonna happen. So I'm gonna make some changes and put my herb garden under a grow light. So here's a quick look at my jerry-rigged indoor greenhouse. I'm just using one of my photography lights, and I've got a grow light up in there. And originally I kind of put it in this lantern that I had just to kind of keep the moisture in, and it wasn't quite doing the job. So I got a little bag on top. That light really dries things out. So obviously I need to keep things as moist as possible. And got another little seed germination going on in the corner. See if that one takes. But this is kind of where I'm at, because it is just too cold to do seeds on the windowsill. Now the indoor herb garden that I kind of fashioned this after, they claim all you need is water and a window. And I think that's true in the summertime, but we'll have to see if I can't get something going under this grow light. So wish me luck, and here we go.